Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. There we go. Check, 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 check. Ch, 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 ch. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
check. I gotta kind of talk into the microphone that's on the iPad. And that's going to be annoying with a penalty coming up. To Verducci for tripping. I forgot my main headset. So, my other microphones won't work with this iPad for some reason. So, yeah, here we are. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Right, face off. 5-on-4 for the U14 AAA Caps. Fredericton Caps. There's 2 U14 AAA teams in this tournament. We have the Phantoms from Moncton and then Fredericton. So Fredericton wins this back cleanly to the G, and they're going to move this puck around, try to get some open space and a shot, and that is blocked in front by Ben Levesque. Levesque gets the clear all the way down. And the Caps retrieving. Fulkins on the chase, and he pokes the puck away. Verducci will send that to the blue line. Doucette coming in. A little aggression on the body there. Fredericton. 1:21 left in the power play for Fredericton Caps. And that's sent cross ice. D off the boards. He's going to reverse that back down deep, and that goes straight to the Hawks' stick, and they'll clear that into the neutral zone as they try to get a change. And that's picked away by Doucette. Doucette on the run, in all alone shot. That's a blocker save. And off the black of the glass. Back neutral zone. Stanley is going to pull this one away and give the backhand back into Caps zone. Fillmore will chase this one down. Declan trying to take the hit, and he sends himself down to the ice. And 30 seconds left in this power play, and a shot on net that goes wide. In behind the nets, Stanley taking the hit, and back in possession of the Caps, looking to get that short side, and that goes behind the net. Back up to the D, he'll send that deep, and Declan will get the clear. As the ice that puck all the way down. Noseworthy on the chase, and he's taking the body into the boards. And that is back to Hawk zone. Verducci sends it. Noseworthy in to pick that one up. He'll chip that and go on the chase with Pearson. Pearson running him down as the Caps reverse that in behind into the skates. And that's a backhand to clear their zone. We're back to even strength now with 8:41 here left in the first period in the Capitals Invitational. Life trying to figure something out. He's pinched by his two teammates. He had nowhere to go, no one to pass to. Had no idea. Cam out to play to settle this one down. Stays a little too long, making McDonald with a hard stop. Fallow will pick this one up and send that center ice to McDonald. McDonald to Life. Life goes just wide of Kennedy. And that'll be the Caps trying to gain control of this one. And in comes Levesque. And Levesque looking for that pass out front. The shot. And that's deflected wide. Battling in the corner. That is sent back into neutral ice with Levesque picking this one up, and he's going to look to a little hot potato here back and forth between the two teams, and Caps get control. Looked like he was going to go with speed, but he wasn't going one-on-one with Life that close to the boards. Pass up to center ice. And no icing, and they have a penalty coming up. I'm not sure to who. We had Declan going for interference. for 2. We'll send the Hawks to another penalty kill. 7:10 left in the first, and we're still scoreless. Draw. Stanley chips this one back out. And the Caps looking to make their way forward. Noseworthy beating the man in the race, and Pickpocket takes the puck, sends it down. Picked up in behind. Doucette putting the pressure on. Probably could have got a hooking call for that one. He spun the guy right around, and they almost gained control. Oh, and the boys taking each other out, missing that duck. Nice play there by the Caps as he ducks to get away from that, and Hawks get the clear again. 1:10 left in the penalty kill. Caps making their way through. And he walks in with the shot, and that is blocked and up into the netting. And both benches getting a change here. At the draw. Can't see the number. I think it's Fulkins. Sends that to the boards, back to the D for the Caps. He'll send that cross ice to his D partner, who sends it deep in. Anderson's going to pick this one up and get the clear. Goaltender out of the net. Settle that one down, and Caps will walk this one back through. And that is going to be an icing call against the Caps, as he was just shy of the halfway mark. This will come back down into Fredericton zone for a face-off. Trying to adjust the handle. I gotta talk almost right at the screen, so I'm trying to. There we go. Sorry for the shaking, folks. Through the neutral zone, Caps make their way forward. And that's poked away. Oh, and from the top of the circle, and couldn't get a hold of it. And sent away again there by Fulkins. And we're back to even strength with 5 minutes left here in the first. Pass just missed by the Caps, wide of his stick, and Fillmore he's going to pick this one up and have a look. Sends it to Ben. Ben, right in his feet, couldn't get a hold of it. Fillmore walking through. He gets poked away. And they'll tie each other up. Noseworthy will have this one off the boards. He's going to chase this one down. Ben coming in with steam. And the bodies are going flying into the boards. Noseworthy has control. Up to Michaud. Michaud will tip that one in. And he'll put pressure down and behind the net as they get a line change here. Almost loses it right by the goaltender. Life back to McLeod. McLeod with the lane makes the shot, and that is a save. Back at the draw, we got Life, McLeod, Fallow, Kennedy, and Levesque. Levesque was out last game with a bit of a knee injury. He's feeling good, looking good at practice there Thursday night. So it's good to see him back out on the ice. And a big hit there by Kennedy. Going against the U14 teams, these guys got to use their strength. And another hit by Kennedy. Taking him to the ice. And the shot. And that's a save and a cover-up. That's what we got to see here from the Hawks, is using their size and speed and rattle these U14 kids. Same line on. We got a little bit of a D switch here. We got Berardiucci and Anderson on the ice. Back, one to Kennedy. Berardiucci goes to Anderson. Anderson will send this one in just wide. Trying to hold it down at the line. Fredericton comes away with it. And that'll be sent deep. Fallow picks this one up. Gets taken into the boards, and Berardiucci sends it into life right in front of the goaltender. He was looking to get it to Fallow, and got to watch for traffic there, especially if you're going to send it right in front of your netminder. It's Cam Vincent tonight starting out this tournament for us. Berardiucci from the boards sends it wide. Fulkins with a no-look shot, and that's a save. Sent to center ice. It's kicked away by Noseworthy and picked up by Fulkins. Fulkins walking this one in, and he gets away with it. No tripping call on that one. Shot on net from Doucette and a pad save. McDonald taking the body and teaming up with Fulkins to get that puck off his stick. And we have a too many call coming up to Fredericton. It would be nice to have these officials in the Canada-Sweden game. Canada-Czechia game. .207 left in the first, and Hawks have a 5-on-4 for 2. Noseworthy, Fulkins, Doucette, McDonald, and Stanley are going to kick this power play off. We're still scoreless. Face-off one back to Stanley. Stanley to Doucette. Doucette makes the shot right into the shins, gets his rebound off him. McDonald goes D to D with Stanley. And a shot, and that goes for the tip in front there. Noseworthy knocks it straight down, and the Caps get the clear. Vincent making that breakout outlet pass to Doucette. Doucette, sauce pass up to McDonald. McDonald straight to Fulkins, and a nice, clean, but in the skate to Doucette it goes, and the Caps will put it back to neutral. Noseworthy is going to come in and settle this one down as they get set up to try and open some of those lanes. Donald, Doucette found a channel and took it, but just goes wide. Fulkins out to Noseworthy, and Noseworthy misses this one, and Cam will bounce past that one for Fulkins. Fulkins to Noseworthy. Noseworthy and Stanley are going to bring this one in. And Fulkins out front, shot, and a nice save, rebounds, and a save, and a wonderful goaltending there by the Caps goaltender. And the boys just couldn't find open net. But a great play otherwise. 45 seconds left in the power play with 52 left in the period. And no one on the board yet. Fredericton wins this one back. It'll be rimmed around. Back to neutral. Declan is going to chase this one down. Tries to reverse this one. And McDonald for the Caps will pick it up in a tip shot. He missed the puck. A great scoring opportunity there for the Caps. Short-handed. McLeod send that one in as he gets the hit. And Fillmore is going to take a penalty on that one. And Pearson's going to get lippy with one of the players there. And I'm not sure what Fillmore's going for. I didn't see the call. And he literally just pushed him into the boards as he had the puck. And it's a tripping call. And I'm not sure about those ones. When you're hitting them into the boards and they fall, is that, I don't know. I'll have to ask Derek Doucette about that one. So we'll finish this off 4-on-4. 5-on-4 now as the Caps are out of the box. 3 seconds left. And the shot, a nice glove save and a rebound, and that is poked away by Michaud, and that will end the first period. Hawks will start the second, a man down. And I'm going to try and figure out my other microphone here to see if it'll work.
Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Oh, there. It's working.
All right, guys. Hopefully that's better. Check, 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 check. All right, so I think we're good. All right, and we're back. 0-0. 1:44 left in the penalty kill for the Hawks. Noseworthy, Fallow, Baraducci, and Anderson are going to start this one off. Short a man. And that'll be a clear right off the hop from Anderson. And Noseworthy's going to battle in behind the net. He comes away with it. And he's going to look. And that's chipped off the stick of the Caps and up into the stands. And it's Posa. I wonder... I believe that Halen played lacrosse with him last year. Draw one. Fallow. Tried to walk that one in. That's taken away and behind the net. And the Caps gain control. Anderson holding the line as he puts pressure on Posa. Posa sends that one neutral zone. Caps making their way forward. And they're going to try and get set up, but Fallow with the pressure, and he'll clear that one out. Stopped in the neutral zone. That'll be back down into Caps territory. 47 seconds left in the Hawks penalty kill. Caps trying to capitalize on this change. He's going to walk in, and Anderson swipes that one away. He'll send that wide to the boards. And the pass off the boards clears the Hawks zone. Anderson losing that one. And chaos there in the slot. And a shot and a nice save by Cam and a rebound save. And another save. And Cam Vincent, and he scores! Nobody could get the puck away. Cam did all he could do, and none of the Hawks could send that puck wide to the net. 1-0 Fredericton Caps. U14 AAA going on the board first in game 1 for the Hawks of this tournament. Incredible saves there by Cam Vincent. But there's only so much a goaltender can do. Sent deep. Hawks chase this one down. Falcons. As the Caps make their way back into the neutral zone. And 3 guys bodying against 1. Doucette comes away. Falcons is going to chase this one down in behind. McDonald coming in, trying to get that one deep. Noseworthy holding the line, bounces the puck back into neutral zone. Stanley will send it deep as McDonald and Noseworthy go for the change. Caps making their way in, and the shot, and that goes wide. Pearson will put that around. Ben Levesque coming in, and he comes away with it, and a shot and a nice save, and that'll be sent away by McLeod. Back up, Pearson takes the shot on net, and that's right in the belly. He's going to play this one to the boards, and the Caps have control once again. Michaud tried to intercept that one. All the way back to Levesque. Levesque pops that back down in. Fillmore trying to hold it down at the boards. And they'll battle. Fillmore comes away with it. Tied up. Michaud rims that around. And Caps now have control. And back and forth. Baraducci takes this one away. Kennedy loses the puck. Baraducci off the boards. Anderson over to Life. Life with the shot, and that goes wide, high of the net. Back out front again in the slot, and Life gets taken out by a girl. Out front, sent away. Anderson shot. Blocker down. Caps will chip that one back to the neutral zone. And Baraducci up to Life. Slows it down for Kennedy. Kennedy and Fallow. Kennedy with the shot, and that's off the stick of the defense. Back into the corner. Fallow looking for that pass out front. Oh, and Life got denied by the stick. And Caps, KV giving up the 2-on-1 and the shot and a save. And that's gloved down by Stanley off the chest of Cam. Back around Stanley. Fallow tries to send that wide. Kennedy was looking to get the change there. And got the change while in the defensive zone. And they're going to put pressure on here. And that's kicked in. Stanley up to Doucette. Doucette is going to chip this one up to Noseworthy. Noseworthy wide to Falcons, and Falcons loses that one. Caps off the boards. Hawks in control again. Falcons is going to walk this one in. Right through, tried to get through everybody, and he gets bodied to the ice. 6:11 left here in the second period. It's 1-0 for the Caps. And we will go back to the face-off in the Caps zone. Noseworthy at the draw. We got Fulkins, Levesque, McLeod, and Doucette. Back down in Hawk zone. Declan will chase this one down. Loses the puck. Knocks the body off of it. We got an odd man rush here. Fulkins, Doucette, and Noseworthy right to Doucette. Doucette tried to pick it up on the backhand. It got poked away. Fulkins in behind to Doucette. Doucette shot, and that is off the goaltender and up. Back and behind the net. Fulkins, no look pass in the slot, and no one can get a hold of it. Caps are going to make their way forward. And a light pass on net there. Sent neutral zone. Caps will chase this one down, pick it up as the Hawks get their change. Poza is going to make his way in for the Caps. Tries to get the shot, and that's deflected high into the net. 5 even left here in the second period. 1-0 for the U14 AAA Capitals. And back at the draw, Pearson win this back for Berarducci. Berarducci drops that off for Anderson. Anderson getting a nice pass up to Pearson. To Michaud, back to Pearson. Pearson. And we have an offside call. I think Michaud was just a little too far ahead of the puck on that one. Pull this one outside the cap zone for the faceoff. Clean win by the Caps. Sent up. 2-on-1. Anderson with a nice block there. Pinch right at the high slot. Caps come away with it, but denied that 2-on-1. And a tripping call coming up. Going to Anderson. And the Hawks will go to the penalty kill once again. And it looks like they're also taking Fillmore. And Fillmore's going to the box for unsportsmanlike. So we will have a 5-on-3 for the Fredericton Caps for 2 with 4:28 left here in the second period. Nope, still 5-on-4. So because it was a unsportsmanlike, we get to stay at 5-on-4, I guess. We'll take it. Shot and chest save there by Vincent. Caps almost had it in the feet, and that's cleared out. Picked up. And they're yelling for a trip by Noseworthy there. McDonald. Stanley will get the clear. McDonald taking the body off the puck. Giving the puck up to Stanley, and a good play there by the Hawks to wind down some more of this penalty kill. Caps will make their way forward back into the Hawks zone. Doucette sends him to the board, and McDonald comes in with the body and a shot, and that goes wide of the net. And another penalty coming up, going to McDonald, and I'm guessing for boarding. And a shot and a save, and Cam Vincent will cover this one up. And I think the U15 versus U14 is a big mistake because they're reffing. That hit would have been a clean hit in any other freaking game. It's ridiculous. They're reffing the size of the players, and that's it. McDonald is getting thrown out of the game for a clean check. U14 shouldn't be playing U15s. This is bullshit. Just because the kid is small doesn't mean you can't check. Like, it's ridiculous. It was a clean hit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, folks. Sorry for the profanity, but I just don't agree with this at all. Stanley on the puck. Fulkins coming away with this one. And he fans on the shot. And that goes wide of the net. And Cam's going to cover this one up. And we will go to the face-off. 5-on-3 for the Caps for another 9 seconds, and then we will go to 5-on-4 for a minute. 2:37 left in the second period, and it is 1-0 for the Caps. Doucette at the draw. Caps win that cleanly. Back. Shot. And that is going to be a save by Vincent. Caps win again, and we are back to 5-on-4. 52 seconds left. Declan's going to pinch this one against the boards. Caps are going to come away with it, and the Caps are going to get a penalty. And he's going to go to the box for 2. And both refs' arms up. They're going to deliberate here, and we have a boarding call coming up against Fredericton. We will go 4-on-4 for 47. And then we will be 5-on-4, a little power play here for the Hawks for 1:13. 1-0 Caps with 2:15 left here in the second period. Face-off, Caps zone. Doucette on the draw. Fallow going to try and pull this one down as Caps win that one. Caps making their way through. Baraducci chips this one off the boards. Fallow tried to get a hold of it, and he's going to ice this one. And that is going to be pulled back down into Hawk zone for the face-off. And we have Doucette going to do the honors here with Fallow, Stanley, and Levesque. Caps win this back. And a shot tipped wide. Stanley will chase this one down. 14 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And Fallow is going to walk this one through. Gets poked away. He's going to try and pull it back and gets stolen away by the Caps. And the Caps coming in. And Hawks are now on the power play. Fallow battling to Doucette. Doucette and Michaud going to bring this one in. Doucette coming in. Pass. Oh, just behind. Fallow And Caps gain control. Pass up, tipped away. Doucette. Life. To Kennedy. Kennedy with the shot, and that's in the belly of the Fredericton goaltender. And we'll go to the face-off in the Cap zone. Life at the draw. And official fraction for the Caps. They'll switch the players out, or no, right back to the draw. Yeah, they got to switch the centerman out. Fredericton won that one, stolen away by Life. Ben Levesque trying to make the moves and lose it to the feet, and they get the clear. And it's a 5-on-4 right now for the Hawks. Life tries to walk through everybody, and nobody can seem to get anything going here on this power play line. It's the one-man shows, and they got to start setting up and moving the puck to create those channels. Caps back. 5-on-5, and at 8 seconds left in the second period. 1-0 for the Caps. And half a second left on the clock. We'll go back to the face-off for that icing call in the Cap zone. They're going to pull Cam for this half a second. We're going to do a 6-on-5 for half a second. And that will do it for the second period, guys. We'll go into the third, down 1, as it's 1-0 for the Caps, and we will be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Third period, 12 minutes on the clock. 1-0 for the Caps. And the Caps come away with this one. And that'll be sent right back to their stick by Noseworthy. And a shot, and that's a glove save by Cam Vincent. He'll hold on to that one and send us back to the face-off. Noseworthy at the draw. To the boards, Anderson. Noseworthy with the pass, and it's back and forth between the two teams. Up to Doucette. Doucette is going to make the moves around. Pass over to Fulkins, off the skates of Noseworthy. And that is sent back in Caps possession. And they're going to walk this one forward. He's going to try and split the D and right out front. And he walks away with it. He didn't take the shot there. Back to neutral zone. And we are back to 5-on-5, guys, just so you know. Anderson will pick this one up in behind the net. And up to Doucette. Doucette. Wide of the ice. And that's a delayed offside. And they will tag up. And icing's waved off. Levesque around the net to McLeod. McLeod going to Doucette. Doucette off the boards, held in by Fredericton. Fallow to Doucette. Doucette up to Pearson. Pearson coming in. Lost it to the boards. Fallow there for the support, but couldn't quite grab a hold of it. And the Caps will send that one out and back down into Hawks zone for the icing call. .23 left here in the third period. 1-0 for the Caps. Pearson at the draw. It was one back to the corner. Oh, and the shot. And he scores! And Michaud there picking it up and tying the game up at 1. 2 saves by the goaltender. Lifts it up over and nets one for the Hawks. Michaud from Pearson. Now, this tournament's a little bit different, guys. You can score points per period. So far, right now, Fredericton has 1 point, 2 points as they won the first period and the second period. Now, if you win the game, you get 2 points as well. And a point for the third. So a potential of 5 points in total per game. And then a tie would be a half a point per period and 1 point per game. So if the Hawks can come away with a win here, that'll be a 3-point game for them. If they come away with a tie, it'll be a 1.5 points. And the pass up, and that's on net, and Cam's going to cover that one up for the face-off. 9:32 left here in the third, and it's a tie game. Life at the draw. We have Kennedy, Verducci, Declan, and Fulkins. Caps win this one. Sent over and poked away by McLeod. A good defensive play there by Declan. Verducci looking for Kennedy. Fulkins gloves that one down. Life with the speed comes in, loses the puck. Oh, and it just slides cross crease back to the corner. Caps have control. Back to the neutral zone. And the shot, and that goes wide. Kennedy coming in with the body. Caps making the passes around. He's going to walk, drop it off to the point. Shot, and that's a glove save by Cam. And back of the draw. Caps win this one. Shot, that's right into Doucette. Doucette over to Fallow. Fallow drops off to Doucette. Doucette walks in. Tries to get through everybody. Loses the puck. And that'll be sent down. Cam is going to cover this one up. And we're 8:28 here left in the third period. Game 1 of the Capital Invitational. Noseworthy at the draw. We have Levesque picking this one up. Chipped off the glass, back to the D. D loses it into neutral zone. Doucette's going to try and chase this one down. And back in. That'll be an offside call if it's touched. Back out. Noseworthy picking this one up, and he'll send that deep into the corner. Fallow tries to go across center pass, and that's deflected away, and then the Caps lose this one. Offside. And Doucette flicks that one up and out. Fulton's coming in with the speed, poking the puck away. That's wide of the ice. Stanley is going to walk this one in, taken out by 2 players. In behind. And Caps chipping that one in as they get a line change here. Anderson around to Stanley. Stanley and back to the point, and the shot, and that's blockered to the corner, sent away by Pearson. Anderson looking for Doucette. Doucette loses that one in the slot, and the shot, and that's over the net. And Hawks just not looking so hot right now, trying to get out of their zone. A lot of misplays. Doucette. Stretch pass up to Fulkins, bouncing puck. Fulkins. The rest of the Hawks are getting a change as he's trying to wait for that, and he'll hold that against the boards, give Michaud and Life a chance to get in. And off the glass, tried to kick it away by Anderson, and Caps gain control. It's sent deep. And a collision there on the ice, and it's luckily that there was no injury on that one, as the Caps player skated right through the legs and tripped right up. Baraducci taking him out off the puck. It was sent into the slot. Noseworthy's going to grab this one. Being told to wheel. And he loses the puck to Kennedy. Kennedy will send that deep. Life. As the Fredericton player loses his stick in the boards. Noseworthy. Slide pass out front, tipped stick by Levesque, and a nice play there to get that pass blocked to the open man in the slot. Kennedy tries to walk this one in. Intercepted by Life. Life will backhand that as they try to go for the change. Caps dump it deep. Cam out to settle it down for Declan. Declan will pick this one up off the boards. And that is out into the neutral zone. Doucette off the bench. And looking for that pass. Try to go back to Noseworthy. Noseworthy knocks it down for Stanley. And battle to get control, and they stay tied up. Doucette pokes it away. Caps. Stanley to Fallow. Fallow gonna walk this one in. Is good, and that'll be sent on net and covered up. 4:19 here left in the third. We have a game tied at 1 between the KV Hawks and the U14 AAA Fredericton Caps. And once again, we got two U14 AAA teams in this tournament. The Phantoms are here as well. They played Fredericton Caps U15 AA earlier, and Fredericton beat them 1-0. Off the boards, back to Hawk zone. Anderson up to Fillmore, and Fillmore chips that deep. That's back in as Pearson is taking the body to the boards. Right out front, Fillmore goes for the backhand. That trickles just in front of the Caps netminder. Michaud, back to Anderson. Anderson, shot, drop down right in front of the net. And a loose puck blown down as The goaltender never had it. There was a good rebound chance for the Hawks there, but so we'll go back to the face-off. Pearson is going to take the honors. Michaud, Fillmore, Stanley, and Anderson on the ice. Fillmore with the quick shot, just wide. Fillmore will send that one in and around. Pearson will chase it down. Michaud chips it up, looking for Anderson. Caps off the board. Anderson will fire one right out front. Michaud couldn't settle it. Back out. Stanley will backhand that in. Glove down by the Caps. Knockdown at the boards. Caps finally get clear of their zone, and Hawks will take control. And some great passing there to get out of the Hawks territory. Michaud will send that deep as the boys try to get a change here. Life is going to chase this one down. And Fredericton coming forward with some speed. Tried to drop it back, and that was to nobody. And picked up by Fallow. Fallow, Kennedy, and Life are going to walk this one in. And the pressure from the Caps was too good there. Fallow loses the puck, and Fredericton's going to come ahead. Kicked in. Kennedy, or Baraducci will backhand that back, and Fallow trying to send that to Kennedy. Settled down by the Fredericton goaltender. He loses the edge. Oh, and Kennedy goes for the wraparound. Goaltender got to the post. Into the skates of Baraducci. And he sends that away. And the pass right to the slot to try and get that tip in, and that goes wide. Fulkins picks that one up. And we're back down in Caps end. Caps drop that one off, and the shot, and that is a nice stick save by Cam Vincent. Noseworthy at the draw. 1:38 left here in the third, and we're still tied at 1. Ben, this is what I like to see right now. Shot, and that goes wide. Couldn't quite get close enough. Doucette will send that back in deep. Levesque, out front shot. Oh, and a nice pad save by the Fredericton goaltender. Absolute highlight reel on that one. Unbelievable. Great play by the Hawks, and absolutely stoned by the Caps netminder. 1:07 left here in this tie game. Noseworthy at the draw. Fulkins, Stanley, Doucette, and Levesque. That'll be sent around. Fulkins trying to make his way back and wasn't ready for it. Right out front, Doucette there to pick this one up. No Caps were sitting in the slot. Fulkins knocked down. Makes the move between the legs. Sends it. Ben Levesque out front. Oh, and that's sent away by Fredericton. Picked up. Everybody's going for the rebounds. Puck still loose. Scrambles. Back to the boards. Fredericton gains control. And he loses his edge. Stanley there. Going to Doucette. Tipped away by the stick. Off the boards. Stanley taking the body. Noseworthy. Out front. Oh, and he couldn't get the tip. And back to the point. Shot. That's knocked down. Right out front. Blocked again by Levesque. A backhand shot up and over to seconds left, and that will do it. We have a tie game, folks. Hawks and Caps tied at 1 for game 1. We are back tomorrow to take on the Blizzards. 1:15. And we'll hang on to see what the players of the game are here. And I would definitely give it to the Fredericton goaltender for that unbelievable performance on quite a few of those saves. And we are back at the Willio Replays tomorrow, 1:15 p.m. to take on the U14 AA Edmonton Blizzards.
There's no suspense.
And I think the new player of the game will wait and see if they line up for it. I'd imagine they do. The refs got something in their hands, so. AJ Baraducci for the Hawks. Way to go, AJ. Yeah. Well done, well done. All right, folks, we'll see you back tomorrow, 1:15.